Okay, let's try again. These are all kind of good in their own way. I guess we keep them. Um, we were close to catching up there. The Tink Master was really unlucky. I've seen that turn one of his minions into a 5/5. I think every time Grimstone's played it. Is it just poor RNG, or is it like the AI has made it so he gets to pick instead of it being random? Seems unlikely though. That's not the worst thing we can face. I think we just wild growth. We have to try catch up mana wise. Should I put innovates in here too? Gonna need a swipe. Oh man, more cards. 6 mana. Illidan. Big game huntering that. That's a relatively good tempo change for us. He might put both 1/1s in. Hopefully not though, because then we can keep this alive. My Exna. Well, that kind of puts a dent in our sea giant plans. I guess at least it'll kill her. That's an interesting option. If we're gonna poison seeds explosive sheep, we want to just I don't know actually. Might be a good turn. Sylvanas. Yeah. I think that's a poison seeds, explosive sheep board. And then we're caught up on board, though we still are pretty poor in terms of card advantage. It's not. I'm used to Saffron, where this is automatically triggered. Can we kill that? Oh well, we're gonna kill his stuff, I guess. Strange call. 3 mana. Guess we just want to put something in its way. Not Black Knight. I haven't seen Black Knight from him. Okay. Oh, we actually want him not to trade in. Maybe? I don't know. Does he trade in? He does. We need a swipe pretty bad. Ooh, interesting. Damn. Gonna trade into one of those. We can make this a plus. We can make one of these even more. But next year we'll just hit the other one anyway. We're trying. I don't think he has any board wipes. It does it that way. Interesting. 2 and 1. That's pretty bad for us. Can maybe we start going face? That's gonna trade anyway pretty poorly. Although it'll probably hit all the dragons into something, so I guess we put... Whoa, what the? That kind of makes no sense. Ooh, we can naturalize something. Keep these alive. Heal one? I think that's the play. Oh, drawing 2 cards is too... God damn it. Now healing does not make sense, I don't think. It still trades with the other. Let's just get more cards. Start pummeling face. Hopefully it doesn't draw too good a legendary. No, it's Dormo, okay. 8 and 5 is 13. 15, we can get him to within 8 damage. We don't have... Oh no, what? At least he lost all his cards. So if we top deck a big game hunter, we're in a pretty good spot. Yes! Yes! We actually have card advantage now. We've evened up on mana. Oh my god, did we need that top deck? Gonna heal me? Or hurt yourself? Heal me. Well, we don't have another... Don't have another big game hunter, unfortunately, but we do have taunts. Do we poison siege that? I think we probably do. Can't do 4 damage to it. Or do we take 1 hit and then try to get more value out of poison sieging? It's a bit greedy, but I think that's the right play. But we'll probably trade, so we don't get that much value. Let's try to get more value. We still have, I think, other Molten Giants, Sea Giants, Ancient of Wars, Hogger. That's pretty bad for us. Goes face. Get rid of that, unfortunately. Yeah, I think it's time. Still has a lot of big guys. That kind of sucked for us. Need more cards. We've done so well to get him to 18, but Alex draws a hurt. Millhouse. Oh my god, please, Ancient of Lore. Do we naturalize? Give him even more cards? Malone could be good. Might not be able to deal with it. Do we let him do 4 damage to us and naturalize is the question. 9 and 2 is 11. If we take 4, we die to anything that does 4 damage. I don't really see legendaries that do 4 damage. We might need to use this on something bigger. Tashley. Hopefully he trades into Malone and just lets it die, thinking that he's too close to death. Oh, that's really good for us. That was a clear misplay. Because we get free spells again and he's in an attack with it. But we probably need to make sure we don't die still. Oh yeah. I think we go for it now. That's fine. We need him to not draw a taunt. I think we just won this. Surely. Yeah. Druid has a pretty good hero power against his hero power. Rogue is undoubtedly the best, I'd say. We get some charge as well. So that Deathwing into Big Game Hunter ended up being obviously the critical. turning point of the game. But we were ahead at that point anyway, so he kind of had to do it. We managed to get ahead. Cool. Druid has taken down the Dark Iron Arena. Let's take a look at the deck. So it was my second attempt with the deck. The first attempt we'd managed to stabilize pretty nicely, if I do say so myself. But we were down to 2 health, and he drew a Baron Geddon, even though we had control of the board very firmly. We'd just taken a touch too much damage. Would have been able to heal up the next Ancient Law. Anyway, the point is it was pretty close, as was. Naturalizers to get rid of, you have to get ahead tempo-wise, because even when he has huge card advantage, unless you run yourself out of cards, it's fine, because he basically has a lot of expensive legendaries, so even if he has a lot of cards, he's kind of just going to play 1 legendary each turn. So if you can get to the point where you're ahead on board and deal with 1 at a time, you're pretty good. For us, it was a little bad this game because we actually ran ourselves out of cards, which is not unusual because it's hard to get ahead on tempo. You kind of have to. But once you're in that position, naturalizing something really menacing in your way can be critical. Like, it would have been another fine answer to, well, not ideal, but it would have been an okay answer to Deathwing if we hadn't drawn the second big game hunter. Wild Growths to get you to your expensive stuff more quickly and just mitigate. You hope he has a not great start on his first turn and that you can catch up a bit mana-wise and not be as far behind as you are. Explosive Sheep pairs really well with Poison Seeds. It's kind of like the new Starfall. The downside, of course, is that unlike playing against Saffron, it doesn't get triggered automatically by just putting it down. So you might still take damage from a bunch of the Treants. But if his board is full of them and you don't die from that much damage, it's kind of good because he also doesn't get to play another legendary and kind of flood the board with multiple more legendaries. So it can be good. Mohouse, because he doesn't have any spells, so there's really no downside to getting a pretty powerful 2-mana minion out. Sun Fury Protector. I just thought of a really cheesy way to try beat him with Mage, because he'll play Millhouse. So if you can have Antonidas and any spell, you win. Gonna try that next. Sun Fury Protectors are to taunt up your giants. Healing Touch to just buy you life because you get low on life quick. Mark of Natures are like Sun Furies. They taunt up your giants as well. Big Game Hunters, because he does play Illidan Stormrage and Alexstrasza and Onyxia and a bunch of targets for these. And they're a good tempo swing. You saw when he coined out Illidan and we got one out, it really gave us a fighting chance. Poison Seeds, absolutely critical to at some point reset the board, because he will get out big stuff you can't really deal with. Swipes in there obviously deals well. We didn't see it in this game, but the game before, almost, that's how we got ahead, was swiping a bunch of 1/1s. Druid of the Claw, I only have 1 in there, maybe 2 would be good. If you're wild growthing, it's something that can kind of survive against your kind of mid-size legendaries that he puts out. Hemet Nessigwary, one of the few uses. It's pretty much primarily in there for King Mukla, or occasionally you might get to ping a Devil Saur as well from Tinkmaster over Spark. Ancient of Laws to draw you more cards. Ancient of Wars, the health is really good. 5-10 health will survive even his big legendaries and kind of be a barrier in his way that lets you catch up. Malorn keeps recycling. Kind of a decent use case for it, because often you do get far through your decks if you don't die quickly. And it keeps bringing back a big threat. He only plays minions. Malorn will kill pretty much anything. Tree of Life, so that if you do get close to the fatigue stage and you're low on life, you can heal yourself back up and be in good shape. Or if you have like a bunch of Molten Giants that are kind of low on life. I think we saw a stage in this game where we had like, two Giants that were low on life. Maybe it was the game before, I'm losing track. You can also heal them up, kind of doubles. That can be really game-changing. And Sea Giants and Molten Giants. Sea Giants work much better than Mountain Giants because you won't really be building up a really big hand like Handlock, but there will often be lots of creatures on the board. Between his hero power automatically flooding them and that he starts with so much mana, so it can play a bunch of stuff that you struggle to deal with, you will almost always have a full board where you can take advantage of this pretty nicely. Make sure to play them before you start killing and trading stuff. And Molten Giants, obviously, because you get low on life. So that's the deck. Pretty decent. Some of the core of it can kind of apply to any class. I want to try the Mage Cheese, see how that goes. So on to the next challenge. See you soon.